So in my last video, I said something that I think is prescient, that I actually need to remember and I need to use, and I've never heard anybody else say it, so maybe somebody else says it, but the idea of this emotional treadmill. We millennials, more than any generation before us, are overwhelmed by Sisyphean tasks. I'm no different. I'll throw myself at them. I still throw myself at it. Working on Rob is a Sisyphean task. It's never going to end, and it's only going to get heavier as I go along. But greatness is relative, right? Humans, we used to have this certain understanding that only certain people got to be truly great. Certain people got to be culture heroes. Certain people were picked up, set apart to be raised above the rest, to rise above the rest, to exemplify to the people around them what being a member of that culture, of that people group, of that blank cult is. That hadn't gone anywhere. I was thinking about it last night. I'm listening to pop music, and I'm like, it's actually strange to me that pop music still exists. I talk a lot about how it's strange to me that metal isn't as popular as it used to be. It's strange to me that pop music even exists at all. It's so basic and it's so boring. But then, I listen to hip-hop, and I'm like, wow, these beats are so rudimentary, but people are really impressed by these beats. And it's like, well, I think it might be because they greatly overestimate the amount of skill and talent it actually requires for one person using a computer to make beats now, to make music now. And so we used to have this, well, that person was raised above us for composers like Beethoven, Mozart, these guys, right? That they were great geniuses because on their own they were able to hear this whole song, and they were able to produce this chorus, the symphony. They were able to produce these pieces of music that required many, dozens and dozens and dozens of people to reproduce. And so I think that we just kind of grafted onto that tradition with pop music. And I'm like, well, why does pop even still exist? Why do these women even still exist? And it's like, bingo. Because we still need culture heroes. We still need people to exemplify being raised up for blank. But then I look at our pop heroes. I look at the pop stars from my youth and from my 20s and from my early 30s, and I don't see mothers from my youth and my 20s and my early 30s would have wanted their daughters to grow up like. And I hear that Chapel Roan song, and I saw that the Kids Bop did a version of that Pink Pony song, and it's like, mothers have become very different. What the hell does that have to do with mental health? Everything. How do you know what greatness looks like for you if you don't know what greatness is? Think about it like this. How do you compete with Tom Brady if you've never heard of Tom Brady, but you play his sport?